Are you tired of messy spreadsheets and outdated supplier information slowing down your procurement process? Imagine having all your approved suppliers, their critical details and performance data right at your fingertips. Miss this streamlined approach and you risk working with unapproved vendors, facing compliance issues, and losing valuable time. With Web QMS Approved Supplier List application, you'll gain instant access to a centralized, always up-to-date list, empowering your team to make smarter, faster purchasing decisions. In this video, we're going to walk you through the key features of Web QMS Approved Supplier List or ASL application and show you how it can take your supply chain management program to a whole new level. We'll cover everything from easy searching and detailed supplier profiles to tracking performance and ensuring compliance. So stick around and I'll show you a better way to track your suppliers and improve your procurement process. We understand the challenges of managing approved suppliers. Many organizations rely on cumbersome spreadsheets or outdated databases, leading to inefficiencies and potential errors. We developed our ASL app based on our own experiences because we are ISO 9001 and ISO 27001 certified, and we coach our clients and we audit as well. So we know the needs of businesses like yours to create simple yet powerful solutions for maintaining a reliable and easily accessible list of approved suppliers. Let me show you how it works. Let's dive into the app and see its key features in action. First, we look at the centralized and easy to navigate landing page. Here you can see the list of approved suppliers. You can see their supplier name, and many other information like their category, critical or non-critical, which may be important if you are in API standards, but if you are ISO, you might have other types of categories. Their scope, which you also know that this is very important for ISO or API to know what exactly are you approving this supplier for. The name of the contact for that supplier, their initial evaluation date. So that way you know when they were originally evaluated. You can even see that there's a supplier here that has not yet have their initial evaluation. And we can click on it, which we will do in a minute. You can also see here that they all have been approved. Obviously, we might see some that have not been approved and they might not be in this list anymore, but you may also see suppliers with conditional approval. And you also see their last reevaluation date, the reevaluation results, which you could see here. For the reevaluation results, there is one or two actually with conditional approval. You also see that some of them have had some supplier corrective actions or scars. And you will also see here when is their next reevaluation due date. The status is based on the end-on light, so you can see that red means very critical, there's something past due here. Green will be they are in good standing. And if you see amber, it's because they are doing great. As you can see, the app provides a clean and organized overview of all your approved suppliers in one central location. You can easily scroll through the list and get a quick snapshot of essential information. Now let's look at the tracking and compliance. Let's go into the supplier, CanClean. This is the detailed view of the supplier and really provides you almost a 360-degree view of the performance of your suppliers. Here you can see that the supplier is non-critical and that their next reevaluation day is on this date. And they are also conditionally approved. You can see information about the supplier, like the scope that they were approved for, the locations that they supplied to us, the type of supplier, which that can be something that you can change based on your company preferences, the reevaluation frequency, whether they are active, and their website. And here you can see the initial evaluation information, the evaluation date, who entered it, the criteria used, the results, as well as the documents that were used to approve the supplier. We will talk about that in a second. Under reevaluation history, you can see all of the time that the supplier was reevaluated. And we can see here multiple reevaluations, who did it, who entered it, when, the results, whether there was a scar, and any comments. And you could expand to see more information and even any of the certifications or documents uploaded. If you want to conduct reevaluation, for example, you could click here and you can instantly fill out the form. This is so wonderful for your employees, especially the ones tasked with reevaluating suppliers, so they will be able to do that very easily and fast. Here, they will fill out the day reevaluation was conducted, the criteria used, results, locations included, and upload any document. Now, let me talk about these documents. When you upload a document, you will put the title, but you can put documents that have no expiry date, documents that have expiry date, or documents that have expiry cycle. This will help you track these documents that are important to you and that you want to keep track for the supplier without having to really set yourself reminders. Once you put them in the system will remind you. Now, these documents also transfer here to this area. You can see here that these documents were used under reevaluation or initial evaluation, but they all have expiry dates, and that's why they are transpiring to this tab. Now let's go back to the SCARs tab. You can see here that there were 3 SCARs already issued. One of them is in draft, but you can see what exactly it is for and that they are all awaiting root cause analysis. All of these SCARs have been sent to the supplier, and the supplier will be able to answer them without having to have an account in your system. And you will see the answers right away. Here you will also see the NCRs that were issued against this supplier. And you will also see any property that you input in the asset management app, but that belong to this supplier. And you will see supplier locations as well as supplier contacts. Going back to the landing page, we can look at the powerful search and filtering that we have. You can search by any suppliers. For example, I can put materials and you will see that. But you can also do in-column filtering. For example, I might want to see all the suppliers that have a category of non-critical, and that will be filtered here. Or I may also decide to maybe sort by last reevaluation date. Adding supplier is very easy. You can just click on Add Supplier and you will be presented with all the information that you can add, such as their name, their category, the supplier type, and their scope, as well as the reevaluation frequency and their locations and contacts. Adding new approved suppliers is a straightforward process. The app guides you through the necessary fields to capture all the essential information. And if you have suppliers that need reevaluation, you can conduct bulk reevaluation. It's a great feature that you can find under My Task. For example, here, I can click all of them at once and approve. If this is something that your company allows, and you have simple process for reevaluation, then definitely you can use it. But if you have more complex processes where you have to fill more complex form, then obviously this might not be appropriate for your situation. And you have various reports to look at your suppliers by the location supply, by the category, reevaluation results, active reevaluation status. You can also look at all the SCARs that have been issued, and you can also look at all the KPIs to see where your supplier's performance stands. The Approved Supplier List application is designed to improve compliance and also save you valuable time. Ready to take control of your Approved Supplier List and empower your team with instant access to critical information? Visit our website in the description to learn more and see how Web QMS can vastly simplify your compliance work.